guys, I'm Steff and welcome back to my beauty stash. Today I am so excited because I'm finally getting to sit down and play with my brand new products that I picked up from Physicians Formula. Some of them I picked up at Ulta, but it is all Physicians Formula brand. You know I had to try the new Butter Believe It foundation and concealer in one. Guys, when I saw this was coming out, right away, I immediately ordered it. This I did order straight from the Physicians Formula website. It took like 2 weeks to get to me. That is a long time. This little beauty better be worth the wait. Love the packaging already. And then released in this Butter Believe It collection is the new Putty primer. This is also called Butter Believe It, and you have the pretty little palm packaging. I love the colors and I love that palm packaging. And then this is what the primer looks like. I will tell you guys right now, I'm sure you all are wondering, how does this compare to e.l.f.? And that is something that I am going to compare and show you guys later on in the video. Hey guys, this is Editing Steff here. I did do a separate video featuring the primer, comparing it to the e.l.f. Putty primers as well as to the Tatcha Silk Canvas. So I will have that linked up here. So you guys can definitely check that out. That video went out yesterday. And I can tell you I love this already. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Skin Mist. This setting spray smells exactly like the original butter bronzer. So if you're a fan of that scent, this smells exactly like it. But don't worry, it's nothing that lingers on the skin. It goes away within seconds. And I will say that there is a nice fine mixture on it. Again, packaging, absolutely love it. And then I also picked up the new Butter Blowout Mascara. Again, look at that packaging with all those pretty colors. Makes me really hope that I have a beach vacation this year. And what else? Oh, I already had, you've seen me review these matte butter bronzers already. I'll have that linked up above in case you want to check that out. Do love these. I am wearing them right now. And is that all? I think, oh, one more thing. I always seem to forget this one. This is the new Physicians Formula eyebrow pencil. It's called Eye Booster Slim Brow Pencil, and I picked up the shade Taupe. And I am wearing it right now on my eyebrows. I am going to be doing a 2-day wear test with this new foundation. Today, I obviously have it on with the rest of my makeup, and tomorrow I'm going to try it all by itself. I'm not even going to wear the primer with it. I just want to see what the foundation can do on its own. Hey guys, Editing Steff here again, and what I'm going to do on day 2 of this foundation review and wear test is actually review it and test it alongside the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. I know some of you have asked how it compares, and since that foundation seems to be discontinued or just limited in availability, I thought some of you might appreciate that comparison. So this one is for all of you who asked. So those are the products that I picked up, and I couldn't be more thrilled to welcome them to my stash. I can't wait to share this video with you. And before I start the application portion of today's video, I'm going to give you some quick details about the foundation and the primer, because I think these are the two things you might be most interested in. And then of course, I'm going to show you guys some swatch photos that I did. And then we're going to start the application portion. I'm going to be doing a 12-hour wear test today with these products. And then tomorrow I'm probably going to be doing a 9 to 10 hour wear test. So if you guys want to see these brand new Physicians Formula Butter Believe It products in action, keep on watching. The new Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Putty Primer retails on their website for $11.99. This is an ultra-luxurious, velvety smooth putty primer that's infused with their proprietary butter complex to deliver a radiantly soft, poreless complexion. Incredibly creamy and buttery texture preps skin and allows makeup to glide on smoothly for all-day wear. This is infused with a powerful blend of Mudu Mudu butter, Kupuasu butter, and Tukuma butter from the lush and nutrient-rich Amazon, packed with essential fatty acids and provitamins that soften, condition, and moisturize skin, leaving it silky soft. This new putty primer is oil-free, paraben-free, and vegan.
The new Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Foundation Plus Concealer is available on the Physicians Formula website and does come in 12 different shades. This foundation retails for $14.99. The benefits? Indulge in this ultra-luxurious foundation and concealer infused with a powerful blend of Mudu Mudu butter, Kupakaku butter, and Tukuma butter from the lush, nutrient-rich Amazon. Incredibly creamy texture melts onto skin, leaving a natural radiant glow, while our long-wearing weightless formula provides buildable coverage. This foundation is oil-free, paraben-free, and vegan.
I am so excited to be doing this review. You guys don't know, I've been waiting for the last, it seems like 2 weeks for this foundation and primer to arrive. So let's get started with it. I'm literally just waking up, so I have a line from the pillow right here. So just ignore that. Here is our primer. I love the packaging. Have not scraped out anything. And in the intro, you saw me that I've already scraped it out. It's just because I filmed these things out of order. I love the way it smells. Okay, so I'm just getting my finger in there. Ooh, it does feel very, very buttery. I don't know if the camera, the lights, you can see it there on my finger. So today I'm going to wear this all over my face. Like, we're just gonna go in with the products today. Oh, it's kind of flaking. What's this flaking here? I think maybe it was my moisturizer underneath. Now it does say to allow 30 seconds for this to sit down before you apply your foundation. But I don't know. Look, you see right here? Why is it flaking up like that? It feels really, I don't want to use the word greasy. But it feels really, like it doesn't feel bad, but I don't know if this is something that is going to work for my normal to oily skin because it feels, well, buttery, right? I mean, I guess that's the word. Where are the instructions? Warm putty with fingers, apply evenly over clean face, blending with fingertips. Let sit for 30 seconds and apply makeup. Can be worn alone or under foundation. See, I feel even like right now it's like peeling up. Well, I hope it doesn't do this again tomorrow. Look. Not how I was expecting this primer to start out this morning. So here we go, guys, with the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Foundation and Concealer. It says it is good for all skin types. And I have the shade Fair to Light. Love the little mint color pump. Okay, so that's one pump there. Let's see, I'm going to try with a makeup brush, half the face, and then we'll do half the face with the damp beauty sponge. This is the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe foundation brush. And it does have a very soft scent to it, just like the original butter bronzer, which I do not mind at all. But it's not, I think the bronzer is way more intense than this foundation is as far as scent goes. So that's a great thing for most of you out there who I know are sensitive to fragrance and who maybe just don't like the smell. Like, there's so many people that hate the smell of the butter bronzer, and me, I can't stand the smell of the new matte butter bronzer, which I'm going to be wearing today too. But the good thing is they don't linger. Ignore it. It'll go away in about an hour. So right away, I like the finish. The coverage is pretty decent. And the shade looks all right, you know, it doesn't look too bad. I thought that it might be a little more pink tone leaning, and it might be, but today's gonna be a very gloomy, rainy day here in South Texas, so I can't try this out in the sunlight, obviously. Looking nice, sitting nice on the skin. I've used up almost all of it, so I'm just gonna add some more here, but I do definitely like the coverage very much. I have really high expectations for this foundation, guys, just because, I mean, it's a sister to the bronzer, and the bronzer is iconic, so This has some pretty big shoes to fill. So let's start with the other side. I'm going to do another pump. And then I'm going to use my damp beauty sponge. This is from Wet n Wild. Now it does say we're going to get a natural, radiant, glowing complexion, which those are all words that I want to read on my foundation bottle and all claims that I want my foundation to have. And I can definitely see that pairing it with the primer, man, you're for sure going to get that. I have a feeling, I'm going to make this prediction right now, that I will likely not be able to pair these together in the future just because I am normal to oily, or maybe what I'll do is the way I use the Tatcha Silk Canvas, the liquid and regular Tatcha primers. What I do with the liquid one, I put in my T-zone, and with the balm, I put it on the perimeter. And I have a feeling that that is exactly how I'm going to have to use this primer, but we'll see at the end of the day tomorrow what that is going to do. But I have a feeling that both of them together on my normal to oily skin might not work, but I could be wrong because right now they're looking really nice together. And whatever that little flakiness was, I think it was just the primer mixing with the moisturizer. Sometimes those don't mix, and I have had that happen before. It had just been a while that it hadn't happened. So tomorrow I'm going to try a different moisturizer and we'll see if it does the same thing. And you see me patting over everything. I'm just wanting to make sure that everything looks seamless, and I've used up all the pump. First impressions, I like it, I like it, I like it. I like the coverage. I'm getting good coverage. I don't feel like I need to build up anything, which is great. Now I am going to do a little bit of concealer under the eye area, and I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Brightening and Correct Duos. I have reviewed this already on my channel in case you're interested in checking it out. I'll have it linked up above. All right, now to set my T-zone, I'm gonna go in with the Nakia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Loose Finishing Powder. And for the perimeter of my face, I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula. This is the Natural Defense, and it's like all coming off there, but Natural Defense Finishing Powder. This does have SPF in it. And I did review this on my channel, just about the entire Natural Defense line. All right, so we got a good base going on. Now I'm going to apply the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Skin Mist with Mudu Mudu Butter. This is the setting spray. I love to say that, Mudu Mudu. And I hope I'm pronouncing it right. All right, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Slim Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Taupe. All right, so you guys know I'm a little scared to do my brows on camera. This does have a little tiny spoolie. Like, it's so thin. Look at that. Oh yeah, I needed one of these. I'm gonna just kind of draw this line down here, kind of map out my brow. It's the perfect color for me. You can never go wrong with this size of an eyebrow pencil. Like, I use one of these. I use the NYX one, the Milani one. I used to use the Benefit one. I'm just out of it. Okay, that's usually what I do. And I like the shade. I like the ease. It blends out well. It doesn't feel dry or anything. And I am going to go in with the Milani Weekend Brow. All right, so these are the brows. These are how they're gonna stay. So guys, I will be back a little bit later with the check-in. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right guys, so I'm back. It is 5 hours later. This is how my skin is looking. Keep in mind that I did have a mask on for part of the time that I was out. I had a little bit rub off, like right here. You can kind of see it there on my nose. but nothing major. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary, what doesn't happen with other foundations. And actually this one didn't have as much rub off as I've had with other foundations that I've worn. So not bad at all. I did apply, and I didn't get to do this on camera, I was just in a rush earlier, but I did apply one coat of the Butter Blowout Mascara, and I really liked it. It's a very lightweight formula, and I am going to apply a second coat so that way you guys can see how it goes on. But this is how the skin is looking. I've already eaten lunch. I had a really quick breakfast, and 5 hours in, I think my skin looks pretty good. I'm not oily, I'm not shiny, it's not getting caked up anywhere. It's just laying really nice, really comfortable on the skin, and I really like the finish and the coverage that this foundation is providing. We had a little rough start with the primer this morning, but so far it's looking pretty good. So guys, this is a face after 5 hours. Not too bad. The foundation is holding up pretty well, and we'll see how this wears throughout the day.
Hey guys, this is 9 hours with the new Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Foundation plus Concealer, as well as some other new goodies from the Butter Believe It collection, including the Putty Primer, the mascara, but what else? Oh, the eyebrow pencil was new. Oh, and the setting spray. We cannot forget the setting spray. But anyway, this is what my skin is looking like after 9 hours of wear, part-time wearing a mask in the beginning. Not bad at all. I am not shiny. At least I don't think I am. And it hasn't come off, but I will say that it is like right around here, starting to break up a little bit, and that's probably because my oils are starting to come through. My smile line right here, where foundation normally sets in, well, this one set in, but it took a while. I didn't do it immediately. And just like right around here, and I just had dinner as well. You know, it's kind of breaking up a little bit, but not too bad. Like, it looks really good. The coverage and the finish are my favorite things about this foundation. Again, I'm wearing the shade Fair Light. I think it's a pretty decent shade match. I mean, I like it. So far, I have no complaints about this. I'm going to be giving this 12 hours today, so I'll be back at the end of the day to give you guys a final look at this. All right, guys, 12 and a half hours have passed since I applied these two beauties this morning. And what do you think about how my skin looks? I think it looks pretty good. I really don't see a big difference from the 8-hour mark to the now 12 and a half hour mark. Maybe just a little bit more oily on my nose, but really not that bad. I think I am going to take back what I said about this primer. I said that it was probably going to cause me to be really oily. It hasn't. Like, it looks really good. And I already think that the foundation is going to be a winner, but I'm not going to make that call yet because I want to see what it's going to be like tomorrow. And so far though, it's doing pretty good. This reminds me of the Catrice one, the Catrice True Skin that I just recently reviewed on my channel. That one did great, and this one is just wearing as well as that one did, and they're both very similar price points. So yay for the drugstore. They're really coming for those expensive high-end luxury brands. Guys, you do not need to spend $20 plus to get a good foundation. The drugstore is living proof of that, and this Physicians Formula foundation is definitely living up to that statement. So guys, I will leave you here for today, and I will be back tomorrow, but I think it looks pretty good. It didn't lose coverage all day. It just wore really well, didn't cause me to get excess oily. And I think we might have a winner on our hands. I will see you guys in the morning.
All right, guys, good morning, because it is Thursday morning when I'm sitting down to film this. Let's get started with day 2 of this new Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Foundation plus Concealer Wear Test. So overnight, I read one of your comments, and one of you asked me to compare this to the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation, which unfortunately is kind of being discontinued. From what I've heard, they're only going to be selling it at Walmart in store. So if you've noticed at other places, they're kind of phasing it out and they only have like a handful of shades available. I don't even know if Physicians Formula is going to continue to sell it on their website, but it was definitely a fan favorite. And I have 2 shades here. I mix LC1 and LN3. So that's what I'm going to do on the left side of my face. And I'm also going to go in with the new Butter Believe It Putty Primer. And then on the right side of my face, all I have is my skincare. And we're going to try the new foundation by itself. So let me go ahead and start applying these products. So you'll notice that today we didn't get any peeling like I did yesterday on day 1, which thank goodness. This does feel really nice, and I don't know, I don't think it's pore filling, but it definitely feels really nice and smooth, hydrated, and it worked out well yesterday, to be honest. So I'm really glad it mixed well with the moisturizer that I have on underneath. Let me go ahead and start applying this healthy foundation. Now I'm going to go in with the new Butter Believe It foundation on the right side, no primer. All right, so now you can see the 2 foundations side by side, the Healthy Foundation and the new Butter Believe It Foundation plus Concealer. I definitely think that this new one provides more coverage than the Healthy Foundation does. The Healthy Foundation has always been like a true medium coverage, and it does build up. So I am going to add a little bit more, like right in this area, right there where I would normally build up my foundation. But there you can see them side by side. I am going to add some concealer under my eye area. I'm not going to add powder to this side. And I probably will add powder. Actually, no, I won't add any powder to this other side. But I can tell you guys right now that this new foundation definitely lasts longer on my skin than the Healthy Foundation does. Although this does look really beautiful. Well, they both look really nice. I love the finish of both of them. I do think that this one only gives me a good 6 to 7 hours of good, decent wear before it starts to go south. Whereas this new foundation, it did well. I wore it for over 12 hours yesterday and it did pretty good. Like it hung in there, the coverage stayed. I liked the shade. I didn't have to mix shades the way I do with this one. So I'm really happy so far with the new one, but let's see how it does on its own today. And then I am gonna apply the mascara on camera really quick so that you can see what that's going to look like. So let me go ahead and add a little bit of concealer under my eye area, and I'm gonna do that to both sides. Now I also want to go in today with the Butter Believe It Skin Mist, but I'm only going to do it on this side of the face. Now I'm going to go in with the new Butter Blowout Mascara. That's after 1 coat. Not bad at all. What do you guys think? I think it looks really good. I enjoyed wearing it yesterday. It didn't flake, it didn't smudge, it didn't smear. It just looks really nice. It kind of just opens up the eye, and I love the separation and I love the voluminous effect. This is definitely one of my new favorites, and I love that it has keratin because that's really going to help to condition our lashes, to strengthen them, just to make them long and pretty. So I'm really happy with this. Already giving you my final review on this one. It's a winner. Guys, definitely stay tuned on this final day of my Physicians Formula review.
All right, guys, this is day 2, 6-hour check-in. The Healthy Foundation on this side with the new Putty Primer from Physicians Formula and the brand new Butter Believe It Foundation just by itself. I can definitely tell you guys the Healthy Foundation is already starting to break down on me, especially like right in here. It has settled in. I never get settling on this side. It's always on this side, but for some reason, yeah, it's really starting to show signs of wear in this area, and I'm definitely way more oily today, especially on my nose than I was yesterday, and on both sides. So that just means for me, this new Physicians Formula Butter Believe It foundation and concealer, it's one that I am going to have to set just because I am that normal to oily skin type, as will you if you are similar or oilier than I am. But I do notice the oil more so on my nose than anywhere else on my face. On this side, this is a healthy foundation. I definitely think I way more prefer this new foundation from Physicians Formula to the old one. So I don't know. I know this is a holy grail for a lot of you, but consider trying this one because as of right now, this one is in the lead. This one is winning. I will be back at the end of the day. We're doing 10 hours with this one today to give you guys my final thoughts on these last 2 days of wearing this new Physicians Formula Butter Believe It foundation with concealer, as well as the setting spray, as well as the primer, the mascara, guys. Look at the mascara. No flakes, no smudges, no smears. Day 2 of wearing it. I absolutely love it. So I will check. Oh, and the brows, look at the brows. Perfect match, that taupe shade from that little skinny eyebrow pencil that I picked up from Physicians Formula. So I'll be back in a few more hours, guys. And I hope you all are having fun, staying safe, and we'll talk in a bit. All right, guys, 2 days and 10 hours later, we have come to the end of my Physicians Formula Butter Believe It foundation, primer, setting spray, and an eyebrow pencil review wear test video. This is what the skin is looking like. Now, this side is just the new Butter Believe It foundation with concealer just by itself. And this side is the healthy foundation with the new Butter Believe It primer. I'm definitely in need of a blotting tissue, especially on my nose and even through here and on my forehead. In comparing both foundations, I've always been a fan of the healthy foundation. I love the finish of it. I just love how pretty it looks on the skin. However, like I did say in the middle of this video, it doesn't last that long on my skin. Even with primer, with setting spray, with powder, I still only get about a good 6 hours wear from it. And today was no different. I don't feel that the new Butter Believe It primer assisted it in any way in the longevity, in how it wears. I think it wore pretty much the way I expected it to wear, the way I'm accustomed to it wearing on my normal to oily skin. It's always going to be one of my favorites, and I do know that it is being discontinued, but it's still going to be available at Walmart. So that's the good thing. If this is one of your holy grail foundations, then you're definitely going to be able to continue to find it there. How does it compare to the new Butter Believe It foundation? Well, I think Physicians Formula definitely upgraded us. Minus the fact that this new foundation doesn't have the SPF the way the healthy foundation does. I do like the finish of it. I think the finish is very similar, maybe just a tad less glowy than the healthy foundation, which if you are a oily skin type, that's going to be a good thing. I definitely love that this new foundation comes with a pump instead of the doe foot, the way the healthy foundation comes. And I really like the coverage. I definitely think you get more coverage with this foundation and lasting coverage. I don't feel like I lost any coverage, and it looks really nice. Like, this wears so much better on me than the healthy foundation does. And I have the healthy one right here. I wish that this would have come with SPF, even if it was just like a 15 or 20. This one, the healthy one, has 20. But oh well, that just means that we got to wear our SPF before we apply our foundation. That's no big deal. This is also with the glass packaging. They're really pretty, you know, little palm leaves here and the mint pump. I honestly think that Physicians Formula did a really great job with this foundation. They took what we loved about the healthy foundation and they added it to this new Butter Believe It foundation. I think it's definitely worth trying out. I think it's definitely worth picking up. However, my only complaint about this foundation is the shade range.
12 shades is not nearly enough. I know there are a few really deep shades, but that's still not enough. That is not all inclusive. There's gonna be some people left out. And in today's world, 2021, we can't have that. Everybody should be able to find their shade in a foundation, in a concealer, within a brand's makeup line, just so that more people can really enjoy this new foundation. I absolutely love it. It says it's good for all skin types. It worked on mine. I prefer it set with powder, but I will leave it up to you how you guys are gonna choose to wear it. As far as the other products that I tried, the primer, it's pretty good. I'm going to continue to use it going forward. It did not cause me to get excess oily. When paired with this foundation and with a setting powder, I thought it wore really nice. Minus that one hiccup that we had yesterday morning. It redeemed itself today and into the day yesterday. I already did my full review on this, so you guys can check that video out. But it's a nice, pretty decent primer. Do I think it fills in your pores and camouflages them? No, not really. But it feels really pretty on the skin. I feel like it really hydrates the skin. It creates a smooth canvas for makeup application. Do I think it prolongs the wear? Not really, but I think it helps to improve the look and the texture of the foundation. So I would definitely check it out. Is it an absolute must? No, I would say the only absolute must would be the foundation and the mascara. I've really enjoyed wearing this mascara the last 2 days. I have one coat on right now and no flaking, no smearing. I just love how this applied to my lashes. I feel like it really just opens up my eye. It kind of just curls them, and it's a lightweight formula. It makes my lashes look voluminous, which is exactly what I want. It separates them, and I really enjoyed using it. As far as the setting spray goes, I absolutely enjoyed using it. It does smell like the butter bronzer, although the scent does not linger. Don't be afraid that you're going to be smelling like that all day. But I thought it was a really nice spray with a good mister on it. I am definitely going to be wearing this come spring and summer, just because I really feel like it adds that last little bit of hydration and just kind of helps to lock in the makeup. Do I think it prolongs the wear of the makeup? That remains to be seen, but I like the packaging. I like the way it smells. I like the way it feels, so I'm going to continue to use it. And the eyebrow pencil was the last thing that I tried. I love it. I mean, you can never go wrong with one of these slim eyebrow pencils. And again, I picked up the shade Taupe. That's what it looks like there. I've been wearing it the last 2 days. I think it is the perfect match for my current hair color, and maybe even when I go platinum blonde again, I think it'll work. But you know what? It didn't smear. It didn't come off. I did put a little bit of the Milani Weekend Brow Pen, but today it's more so this that's in my brows, and I think they came out pretty good. So guys, that is my review over these new Physicians Formula products. Let me know what you thought. Are you gonna be replacing your healthy foundation with the new Butter Believe It foundation? I definitely think it deserves a shot, guys. If you're a fan of the healthy foundation, I think you're gonna be an equal, if not bigger, fan of this new one from Physicians Formula, and I'll leave it up to you if you feel like you want to try any of the other products. But sound off below, let me know your thoughts. And to the viewer out there who your name escapes me at the moment, but you told me yesterday if I could compare the new foundation to the healthy foundation. I was not planning to do that until you told me. So thank you so much for the idea. You see, guys, I do listen to you and I do value your opinions, your comments. You guys are helping me just as much as I'm hoping that I can help you in making the best buying decisions for your beauty stash. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink that water. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.